Now, I hear people always talking about which generation is the best generation. You got your Gen 1ers, then you got your Gen 4 people, then you got your Gen 3 people in the back, and then you're like, oh, Gen 5. I'm cultured and from New York. And then you just have this conversation all the time, and I just wanted to dive into it. Now, let it be known, this isn't an argument for the plot or difficulty or any of that. My argument is about which generation can bring the most enjoyment possible as a whole, meaning the core games as well as certain popular side games that may have come out within that generation, and bonus points if those games have connectivity to the core games. Now let's get into this. For Gen 1, we had red, blue, green, and yellow for core games, which definitely wasn't a bad experience. We also had the trading card game on Game Boy and Pokemon Snap, which was iconic. We got Pokemon Pinball, Pokemon Puzzle League, Hey You Pikachu, and to top it all off, we got Pokemon Stadium, which was a fun way to spend your time battling against strong trainers and learning what good Pokemon were capable of. If we count all forms of video games, they also released an online version of the TCG on Windows, but I don't know if that really matters since we have the Game Boy version. Even still, it's a great contender for the debut generation for video games alone, and I'd even give it some bonus points for being able to connect Stadium with Pokemon Yellow to allow you to get you a Surfing Pikachu. That's epic. And then you see that Surfing Pikachu animation in Pokemon Yellow, that was amazing. Now, in Gen 2, we got Gold, Silver, and Crystal, which were great experiences in themselves, being able to travel back to Kanto. But you were also able to trade between the old games and these games to get your Surfing Pikachu back, and you still got that animation. I'm a sucker for that animation. And you also had within that generation Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, Pokemon Stadium 2, and that seems to be it for the games. Wait. Okay, there were these weird Pokemon mini consoles, specifically for the Pokemon mini games, that debuted in Gen 2. So that's something. And they also tried to utilize that printer attachment for the Game Boy Color. Yeah. Most of the side games that came out in Generation 2 actually only came out in Japan or never made it out of Japan or never got released, so I can't really give it a full experience if it didn't come out everywhere. So as that stands, Gen 2 is very lacking in comparison to Gen 1. Do we count Smash Bros? Nah, we don't count Smash Bros. No, we're not counting Smash Bros. But see, now we can't sleep on Gen 3 because they introduced Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, as well as our first remakes in Fire Red and Leaf Green. We had much more interconnectivity than in other gens, with the wireless adapter coming out for the advanced consoles. And we've also had 2 spin-off games for the GameCube, and Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, both of which having full story adventures and the ability to connect to the main games for trading and battling, as well as being able to get you a Jirachi if you had the second Coliseum disc. Because we couldn't connect to the previous generation games, these were perfect games to trade between Ruby, Sapphire, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald in order to get Generation 2 Pokemon that were lacking in each. You can literally, if you had all of these games, you could try your best to get all of the Pokemon in the national decks. They spread it through all of these games, and that was pretty cool. Not on your wallet, but it was pretty cool as an experience. We also got Pokemon Box, which helped you to store all those Pokemon if you ran out of space, as well as get you the obligatory Surfing Pikachu. I think it was a Surfing Pichu actually. Starts off as an egg, I believe. I might be wrong. But yeah, no surf, regardless. As well, we got Pokemon Channel, which was really just a collection of anime and movie shorts, but that's not bad. But we also got our first Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, as well as Pokemon Ranger. Slaps, what? An absolute hit. By far a great experience in my opinion, and it gets big bonuses for the connectivity between Coliseum and XD. Gen 4 had a lot going for it as well though, we can't sleep on them. We had Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and the remakes in Heart Gold and Soul Silver when it came to the core games alone. These were obviously bangers. They did such a great job introducing us to new Pokemon and systems like the Underground, and I personally love Heart Gold and Soul Silver's connection to the Pokewalk. And just walking with your Pokemon, just top tier, top tier. On the side though, we had Pokemon Battle Revolution, which was more like Pokemon Stadium in that there was no story and you battled to get gift Pokemon that you could send over to your core series game, including the obligatory Surfing Pikachu. But, it's not Coliseum or XD, so definitely not as much points as I would give to Gen 3. We also got 2 more Pokemon Ranger games to play that had event Pokemon that you could send over to your main games. And now that I'm thinking about it, we should probably also include the first Pokemon Ranger game in this generation as well. Only due to the fact that you are able to connect it to your copy of Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum to receive a Manaphy egg if you input a code in your Pokemon Ranger game. You'll get an event that lets you find a Manaphy egg. Once you complete that event, you can send that egg over to your copy of Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum. And that was literally the only way to get a legit Manaphy at the time. And it still can be done. If you've missed your window in the other Ranger games, you can still unlock that mission in the original Pokemon Ranger games and get that egg right now. If you've never done it before, you can do it right now. Just look it up. We also got the heavy-hitting Mystery Dungeon sequels and Explorers of Darkness, Time, and Sky. What? Full of story and content. Amazing games that expanded on just the universe of the Mystery Dungeon games. It was really fun, and you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry. It's always happens. We also got WiiWare games as well, introducing the first Pokemon Rumble game, which was really dope, as well as My Pokemon Ranch, which was another storage system, in all honesty, that could be used for multiple game cartridges. And what I mean by that is you boot up your Wii, you purchase the Pokemon Ranch game. It opens up, it's a ranch. You can put Pokemon from your game into the ranch. There's going to be a ranch lady that also will drop Pokemon off every day, and you can see those Pokemon and interact with those Pokemon. So it's a much better version than Pokemon Box, and the more Pokemon that you put in, you have more chances of trading with the ranch lady. And it doesn't have to be just your cartridge. As I said before, you can have multiple games connect to this system. You just have to connect your game to a certain Mii character, and they will be known as your OT, and they will take care of that specific game's Pokemon specifically. And you can trade between the different games. So if you download your Pokemon onto Pokemon Ranch, and the ranch lady is like, hey, I like that Pokemon. I haven't even seen it before. Would you want to trade it for my freaking Skitty, Delcatty, Aggron, Plusle, Ludicolo? You can do that. You can do that. And at higher levels at higher amounts of Pokemon, you can actually get yourself a Phione from this game, as well as a freaking Mew. You get a Mew if you get 999 Pokemon in this ranch. It's freaking wild. So that's kind of cool. I appreciate how you can see what your Pokemon are doing. You can see them interact with each other. You can see how they look shiny. It was a fun experience. A little Mii form Pokemon, Mii character Pokemon. It was dope. It was dope. Being as Gen 4 really had a powerhouse worth of games to play, it is safe to say that this gen is definitely high up in terms of a great experience. And of course, they have to get the bonuses for the connectivity between Ranch, Revolution, and Ranger, although not as many bonus points I would give Gen 3 based off the games, mostly connecting to give out gifts or store Pokemon as opposed to actually battling and trading. I mean, Ranch can trade Pokemon, but you might need battling and trading is just so good. Honestly, for the first half, I was certain that Gen 3 would take the cake. With 2 huge side games like Coliseum and XD, as well as their ability to trade between the different games in the series, made me positive that Gen 3 would have been the best Pokemon experience, especially when you have the first Pokemon Ranger and the first Mystery Dungeon to top that off. But it seems like everything that Gen 3 did, Gen 4 tried to do better. I mean, which makes sense, but you just don't see it that much. You know, look. You got remakes? We got remakes. Pokemon Box? Try interacting with your Pokemon at your Pokemon ranch. If you get enough people to drop Pokemon off here, you get a Mew. Mystery Dungeon had a good story that made you cry? Let's see you get through these! We heard you liked Pokemon Ranger. We made you a sequel. Twice. The only thing that really didn't stand out was Pokemon Battle Revolution, but everything else was pretty great. Pokemon Rumble was a great game unexpectedly, and the Mystery Dungeon Explorers games were straight hits. The ranch is an odd but calming experience and could get you a legit Mew if you still have it to this day, and are dedicated, but then you have the core games themselves going above and beyond for the new region and remakes. But you have Pokemon XD and Pokemon Coliseum, which were just great games, and the first time you could steal some Pokemon. I'ma steal. And I'ma steal for justice? What? It's such a toss-up between Gen 3 and 4 for me, and I really didn't expect that. For the sake of a concrete list, I guess for the sake of a concrete list for the first half, you know, I guess I would put Gen 4 on top. And that's really wild for me. I'm thinking Gen 4, then Gen 3, then Gen 1, and finally Gen 2 for the first half. I'm only doing this in halves because this took a lot of research, and I did not expect it to take so much research. And I gotta still, this is so much. I gotta split this up. I don't even know how much time it's been. How much time has it been? What's the time right now? 12 minutes? What? Jeez. Yeah, I'm definitely splitting this up. I'm not going any further than this. Y'all gonna see me in another video. Peace.